Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about something that I haven't yet touched on my channel, which is composition. Now, I'm by no means an expert in composition, but I feel that if you take a deliberate approach to how you compose your image, then the result will be a bit more satisfying. What you're looking at is the image that I did for a Pixel Dailies theme called Glass. And I initially thought about doing a glass house, and then I thought I'd had those glasses of wine here at the bottom as kind of a joke. You know, that's a different meaning for the word. I didn't record the process for this, unfortunately, but I can show you where I was initially, and I think I can show you the original sketch for the image, which I think was something like this. There you go. So basically the same layout as we have in the end. I wanted to have a very horizontal image, and I knew that I wanted to have a late afternoon, almost night, so that you would have still interior lights. Now, if you know anything about color harmony, you'll know that blue and yellow are almost harmonious, okay? And that is pretty much the whole theme for this image. So if you have an opposite of the image. Let me do this on a new layer. So I'm going to do a blue shape here. And if I invert the colors, you get this, peach kind of tone, okay? Let's say that this image is actually, the levels are actually balanced out. So it's this warm green. If I invert it now, you get this kind of orange. And what that means is that these two colors are complementary. They are the opposite, but they work well together. They create a harmonious mix. Now, if I put this orange and I bring it to yellow, it's almost like if I'm going away from that harmonious relation. And that's pretty much what this whole image is about. This is about a breakup. This is about a relationship that is almost harmonious, but it isn't. There's, you know, it's almost as close as it could. And the only place you see orange is on the lights from the houses on the landscape, which is where this boat, which I understand that this is the worst part of this image, the weakest part of this image was that this doesn't really look like a boat, or at least it might escape some people that it is a boat. And it's going in the same direction as the guy's facing. I could have the guy facing the other way, but I made it face this way, but looking down. Almost like he still wants to go in the same direction as the person in the boat, and we're talking both physically and emotionally. But he's looking down almost as he's kind of given up, or feels like it's going to give up. His whole position is also kind of a sort of relaxed, but at the same time a beaten down, almost like I know it's not going to work, and it kind of bothers me. And there's a few other elements that I added to really create this the theme of the image. Now, all these reflections on the ground here, this is pretty much me just going crazy on reflections and trying to sort of exercise my mind for reflections. A lot of these reflections were automatically made, like this one is the same shape as this layer but flipped, and with the reflection on the back painted. And basically I just made that transparent, so it's not pure pixel art in the whole sense of carefully picking your colors. There's a few mistakes here and there, but I did want to have the image look solid. I didn't want you to look at this image and be distracted by something that was wrong about it. Like, shouldn't there be a reflection here? You know, we didn't want people to feel that. But the whole architecture that I pick, the fact that you have this big, actually let me draw this big bar here at the top and this bar here at the bottom, almost give it this sort of cinematographic feel, almost like you're watching a movie. So there's a story. That's the implication is that this image is story heavy. The fact that the pier kind of points, because the problem with this image is it's that a one-point perspective image, and it points towards nothing, okay? So there's nothing at the center, and if there was something at the center, it would be quite boring. So what I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get this light, or this direction here, to point at the guy, which then points at the couch, which points at this empty couch, which is in line with the boat. So basically you're scrolling with your eyes through the image, and you get to this boat, and then the boat, because of the trail, leads you back to this one, which will lead you to the glass and the glasses and bottle. And one of the idea of having two glasses tells you that there used to be two people in this scene, and one of them is left. And it also, the fact that one of the glasses is tilted means that there was a fight, or an argument at least. And because the guy isn't chasing after, also there's no other boat on the pier, it means that the guy can't go. He's stranded. Not only that, he's almost like is enclosed, and that's why I chose to do the architecture of the building with vertical lines and vertical reflections, almost like it's a prison. So basically picking up the theme of jail. You know, the guy is pretty much locked into this relationship, which is bound to fail. And one of the things that I have here is just a reflection of a light that would be in this room. And it's reflecting off of this window here, and it's pretty much where the composition's going. So it kind of gives you the illusion that the person who left is going to somewhere better, or that they feel that they are more loved or more welcome, so to speak. And the whole fact that there's a lot of room to sit, but there's no one to sit in here, pretty much gives the idea that this is a very lonely person, and kind of really doesn't see anything else for them unless this relationship. So the whole idea of taking this composition and actually working with it to tell a story had to do with the fact that the theme was interesting. A lot of people did quite interesting images for the Pixel Dailies. But I felt that once you get some element of glass in the image, the theme is solved. So I sort of wanted to explore something a little bit more towards the storytelling rather than just keeping within the theme. So I was really happy with how the composition came out and how the image sort of tells a story. But I feel that because I didn't record the process, some people would fail to see some of these elements, and that's why I decided to show them. You know, the fact that the ground is reflective, almost like glass, and that the tabletop is also glass, and that the wine is reflecting almost like glass. You know, that's pretty much just the theme of the image, but the story itself and the way that I try to portray that with composition and with the pose and with where the guy's centered, he's left, so the whole image is unbalanced, kind of like their relationship, I would think. So that was the main goal. I don't, again, claim to be an expert in composition, but maybe there's a few ideas in my take here that might give you some ideas for the future for you guys to try out. So I hope you do. Have fun and take care.